afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I want to welcome you to our first 9-week Terrific Kids ceremony that the Kiwanis Club puts on for us. We're very appreciative of your kids. They're wonderful. We have a lot of wonderful kids. So if your child was chosen for this honor for this 9 weeks, kudos to you. Let's give them all a hand before we even start. Before we start, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Overturf so he can tell you a little bit about the Kiwanis Club and then introduce the other members.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of fellow members Mark Lenedy, Mike Harrington, Tim Parker, Kingsley Plimpton, and about 60 other members of Azalea City, we just want to take a moment, welcome parents, and I see grandparents and friends to honor these young people. As she said, of course, this is our kickoff for the new school year here at the Children's Reading Center, and we're certainly proud of the fact that they've asked us to continue to do this program. In a moment, she'll be reading to you what their teachers and sometimes even their own classmates have said about them and how we know how important the academics and the grades and the reading program and all of those things are. But we also know it's important for them to work hard on their attitude, their behavior, their character, those things that we know are important for them to grow up, not only to be great students here at the Children's Reading Center, but then when they get older to be great citizens here in our community. So we're proud of each one of them. We say thank you for what you're doing and just keep up the good work.
So your children today will be receiving a lot of different things, and this is always my exciting part because I love to eat, so they will be able to eat a lot. So let me tell you what they will get today when they come on up here. They will get a Terrific Kid Award. Okay. They will get a pencil and a bumper sticker. And if you're a grandparent, you can get a grandparent bumper sticker, so there you go. We have a free meal from Zaxby's. We have a free meal from Musselwhite. Oops, I think there's stuff. A free meal from Golden Corral. A free meal from Burger King. A free meal from Beef O'Brady's. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly right. A certificate from PAX Karate Academy, which is for 1 free month of lessons, and a meal from CP Deli. So you guys will be nice and full. You will also receive a coin that says Putnam County Terrific Kid, so that's something special, so hold on to that. All right, let's put this all back in. So without further ado, I'm going to call Madeline Williamson, Mrs. Valdez's Terrific Kid.
Right up here, we'll turn you around, put you on TV.
There you go.
There we are, right there.
All right. This is what Mrs. Valdez has to say. As a kindergarten teacher at the Children's Reading Center, I'm honored to nominate Madeline Williamson as the recipient of the Kiwanis Terrific Kid Award for the first quarter of the school year. Madeline is a joy to have in class. She is kind, respectful, honest, and hardworking. I can always count on Madeline to be a friend to other children in the class. She is never mean or rude and is consistently friendly and sweet to those around her. Madeline is a great math and writing partner. She is fair at all times. She knows when to have fun and when to be serious. Madeline is always respectful to adults and students. She has great manners and listens well to directions. I can always count on Madeline to tell the truth, and she is a peacemaker in our class. I appreciate her honesty and direct answers. Madeline is a very hard worker. She consistently tries her best at everything she does. She is successful academically. She does not give up when asked to try something new or difficult. I love her enthusiasm for learning. As Madeline's teacher, I am proud to nominate her for this award. She truly is a terrific kid. You want to give it to her?
There you go. Good job.
All right. Next is Mrs. White's terrific kid, Penelope Garcia Rivera. Cute. I chose Penelope as terrific kid for our kindergarten class because she is the definition of a terrific kid. The definition of a terrific kid is being a young leader through practicing good character and good citizenship. Penelope does that every day. She is thoughtful, enthusiastic, respectful, responsible, inclusive, friendly, inquisitive, and capable. Thoughtfulness is one of the many things that make up Penelope. She is always thinking about others and what she can do to help them. Penelope often puts others' needs before her own. One of my favorite things about Penelope is how enthusiastic she is about everything. She is always reading, willing, and excited to learn new things. I also love how enthusiastic Penelope is when telling me about the things that she is experiencing outside of school, like going to the zoo to feed giraffes, going camping, and kayaking with her family. I look forward to each one of her stories. I am so happy she chooses to share them with me. Another character trait that Penelope practices each day is being respectful. She always uses her manners when speaking to adults and other students. I can always count on Penelope to treat others the way she wants to be treated. Penelope also shows how responsible she is by coming to class ready and willing to learn. She always has all the materials that she needs for the day: her backpack, folder, book bag, and homework. She is also very good at turning things in without being reminded to do so. She works very well independently and uses time constructively. I feel like the next two character traits that Penelope shows go hand in hand, being inclusive and friendly. Another thing I love about Penelope is how well she interacts with others. She always includes other students in what she is doing. It doesn't matter if we are working in class or playing on the playground. She always treats other students fairly. She is truly friends with everyone. I love how inquisitive Penelope is, constantly thinking and questioning the world around her. I love her drive for learning. I hope she never loses that drive, always wanting to know everything about the world around her. Lastly, Penelope is very capable. She works hard and tries her best, even when things are hard. Penelope does not give up. She works and works at something until she gets it. I hope Penelope never loses that fire, because with it she is capable of anything and everything. I can't wait to see what she accomplishes in her life. Penelope, I am so proud of you. You are one extraordinary kid. Love, Mrs. White. Next is Jacob Faulkner, who is Mrs. White's terrific kid. Right up there so they can see you, baby. There you go.
TV there. There you go.
Jacob was an easy choice for this award. He is someone I can constantly depend on. He is always the first one to follow directions. He knows exactly when it's time to let his silly personality shine and when it's time to use his serious work ethic. His ability to model these great choices helps him to be a great leader for his classmates. He is not only well behaved, but also has outstanding performance in his academics. He receives phenomenal grades because of his determination to go over and beyond expectations. I'm looking forward to watching him grow and reach his full potential. I'm proud to be his teacher. Love, Mrs. Green. Joseph Thomas, Mrs. Moore's terrific kid. All right here, sweetie.
We'll turn you around so we get you on TV there. See that camera?
Joe is such a joy to have in class. He follows instructions the first time they are given and always tries his best on assignments. Those reasons alone are really great reason to choose a student to be a terrific kid, but that is not what made me select him. What made me pick Joe for the first quarter is his kindness. He not only gets along with everyone, but he is also a friend to all. When choosing groups, he is a student I know can partner with anyone. I can count on him to be respectful, solve conflicts appropriately, and make sure the assigned work is being completed correctly. If another student is struggling to understand the task at hand, he is very patient with them. He does not mind helping them, even if the other student does not make this task easy. Joe is a great student academically. It is hard to say which subject he is best at because, to be honest, he excels at them all. I have no doubt that Joe will excel at anything he decides to accomplish in the future. I feel so blessed to be Joe's teacher this year. I am so proud of him for his behavior, academics, and kindness to others. Way to go, Joe. Love, Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Stagg's terrific kid, Luna Torello. Moving to a new school is not always an easy thing to do. However, Luna has made it look quite simple. Luna has taken to our school rather well and has quickly become a great example of the other students in my class. To the other students in my class. Luna is extremely inquisitive and is always asking deep thinking questions. This is extremely helpful in class and models great questioning to her peers. Luna is a fantastic example to her classmates in other ways as well. Luna is very helpful to those students who sit around her and guides them to an answer without giving them the answer. Luna is also an extremely polite young lady. She always raises her hand, speaks kindly, and finds ways to be helpful to others. For these reasons and so many more, Luna is my terrific kid for the first 9 weeks of the 2019-2020 school year. Congratulations, Luna.
Turn it around this way.
Okay, wait.
There we go.
All right, girl. All right. Mrs. Everett's terrific kid, Brooklyn Turner. Our class chose Brooklyn Turner as our terrific kid. I can't say enough about this sweet girl. She is one of the quietest students I've ever had, but that's all right because she doesn't need to make a lot of noise to get her point across. When an assignment is challenging, she refuses to give up. She cares about her academics and her friends. Her laughter is contagious, and her spirit is always kind and caring. Brooklyn is a hard worker and always passionate about what she does. I asked Brooklyn's classmates why they feel that she deserves this award. Here are a few of their replies. Brooklyn plays with kids that are lonely. She always helps her teacher. When I moved down the behavior chart, Brooklyn cheered me up. Brooklyn makes me feel better when I am sad or crying. When I asked Brooklyn why she feels that we chose her as terrific kid, she said, I am a hard worker. I am never mean to anyone. I care a lot about animals and older people. Also, I love all the kids in my class and my teacher. Well, we love you too, Brooklyn, and that is a great attitude. Always be kind to everyone and help your fellow students to be their best. Brooklyn, one of your classmates said it best when he said, Brooklyn is an example to everyone, and she shines like the brightest diamond. That's definitely true. Continue on in this way, and you will be a great leader and contributor anywhere your journey in life takes you. Brooklyn, you are one terrific kid. Love, Mrs. Everett. Mrs. Edwards, terrific kid. Caitlin Grimes. Caitlin is an outstanding student. She is naturally inquisitive, passionate, and hardworking. When I give instructions on how to tackle an assignment, Caitlin follows them explicitly. She shows her work and asks questions to deepen her knowledge. Caitlin seeks out knowledge at home and at school. She even asks for permission to continue assignments by doing practice or further research at home. When I challenged her to double her Rocket Reader goal, Caitlin met that goal. She was able to complete 2 levels during the first 9 weeks of school. So if you don't know, that's 18 books. 18 books she read. Caitlin's classmates know they can count on her for anything. She will share supplies or a kind word without hesitation. She also sets a good example for others in following the classroom rules. When asked to assist a peer, Caitlin's passion for learning shines. She has patience and understanding as she gently guides her classmates in learning new concepts. The world needs more people like Caitlin. She lightens up the room with her positive spirit. She sets her goals high and isn't afraid to put in the work to achieve them. Her passion for learning, as well as her determination, will take her far in life. I am blessed to have her in my classroom this year. Zane Sanawi, Mrs. Smith's terrific kid. Zane Sanawi is our terrific kid for the first 9 weeks. Zane is a sweet, hardworking, responsible student. He is respectful to all of his classmates as well as adults. He has never said an unkind word to anyone, and I know he would be willing to work with any student if I asked him to. Whenever one of Zane's peers needs assistance, I know I can count on him to help them out. For example, I can often hear Zane helping his peers at his table to understand the morning work. Or if a student cannot find a Rocket Reader test, Zane is the first to help them. Zane is like an assistant teacher in the classroom. I know that if I need something, Zane is right there to assist. On the first day of school, Zane asked if he could help put computers back in the right location to make sure that they are all plugged in. From that day forward, he has made this his job. I know that every day the computers will be put back in the correct spot with the cabinet properly locked. Zane will often ask what he can do to help me when he finishes his work early. I would be lost without him. Zane is an extremely hard worker. When I ask questions in class, you will always see him with his hand raised, ready to answer. When it is time to get to work independently, he will get right to it and will ask for help when he needs it. If he finishes work early, Zane will always follow the directions I have given without a problem. He is a wonderful role model for all students. Thank you, Zane, for being such a terrific helpful student. Keep up the amazing work. Love, Miss Smith. Mrs. Griffith's terrific kid, Kimane Murray. Kimane Murray was chosen as my terrific kid for the first 9 weeks. Kimane is an excellent example of a terrific kid. He is polite, friendly, well-mannered, and he works very hard in the classroom. Kimane comes into class every day with a smile on his face and is always willing to lend a hand to a friend in need. In addition to Kimane's friendly nature, he is proving to be quite the academic. Kimane is earning excellent grades and working hard on Rocket Reader. He impresses me daily with how responsible he is. Kimane's classmates share the same sentiments, and we are fortunate to have him in our class. Love, Miss Griffith. Kimane. Mrs. Sherwood's terrific kid, Annabelle Butler. Annabelle, you have been chosen as terrific kid because you are a good, kind-hearted, and genuine good lady. I am so thankful for you every day that I walk into my classroom. You are such a sweet soul who gives so much to everyone else and expects nothing in return. Not everyone will have the heart you have. Not everyone will appreciate you and what you do for them. And sometimes it won't be easy having a kind heart. But just know that being kind is more important than being right. Many times what people need is not a brilliant mind that speaks, but a special heart that listens. Annabelle, you are that special heart that brings so much hope to others every day. Fake people are only nice when it's convenient for them, or they usually have a hidden agenda. You, however, are a genuinely kind person and go out of your way to help others. You have an honest heart. Thank you so much for making my life and your classmates' lives so much brighter. Just remember, there will never be another you. I appreciate all you do. Dream, believe, wonder, inspire, love, and always listen, because that is what I will always do for you. We love you, Annabelle. Love, Mrs. Sherwood. Mrs. Harwell's terrific kid, Jackson Altman. When it comes to being terrific, Jackson has done a fabulous job of filling that role. He is hardworking, respectful, responsible, and kind to those around him. Jackson comes into school every day ready to work. I never have to remind him to get his things together or to get started with his assignments. He takes the initiative to complete tasks thoroughly and in a timely manner. One characteristic that really stands out is how well he receives feedback. Some kids have a hard time accepting that they make mistakes or need to improve in certain areas. Jackson is not one of those kids. He truly cares about his performance and strives to be the best that he can be. Along with being hardworking, Jackson is also very respectful when dealing with people. I've seen him in situations that can be frustrating, but instead of reacting in a negative manner, he remains calm. If he is approached by an adult, he always uses his manners when communicating with them. I can't ever recall a time where I had to speak to him about his interactions with others, because he always maintains a positive attitude when dealing with both his peers and adults. Jackson is one of those kids that I know I can depend on because he has proven himself to be responsible. He follows directions right away and involves himself in classroom discussions. Jackson is always one of the first ones to volunteer when I need help, and he knows exactly what to do to get the job done. It is nice to have a student who is eager to help and get things done. I am very proud of the young man Jackson is growing into. He has proven to be hardworking and a responsible individual who sincerely wants to do well and help others. Our classroom is a better place because Jackson is in it. He really is terrific. Mrs. Harwell. And last but not least, Miss Tiffany's terrific kid, Colton Annis. Colton has been a joy to get to know this year. He is a sweet, caring child that is always willing to help teachers and his friends. He often does small acts of kindness to help brighten his friend's day. One of the most admirable things I can say about Colton is that he is always honest, even when it may get him in trouble. He can put a smile on anybody's face, even on a bad day. I can truly say it has been a great pleasure to teach Colton over the last 10 weeks. Colton, remember that these characteristics I listed above are hard to keep as you get older. You will have trials in life, but I expect you to persevere through them as you do in the classroom. Stay the kind, loving child that I have gotten the pleasure to be with this year. Love those around you and love yourself for who you are. We are also blessed to have you in our class. Love, Miss Tiffany. So again, I'd like to thank Mr. Overturf and his entourage for coming and helping us out every 9 weeks. We really do appreciate it. And I appreciate you again as parents. We wouldn't have terrific kids if it wasn't for parents and grandparents and extended family. Let's give these children one more round of applause. And we're going to call it an awards assembly. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Look around, the changes catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one. But one can make a difference. Nothing changes quite as much as change, and the things we rearrange, trying to make a difference. Reach down, deep down, look at the sky of another town. Listen well, the wind will tell you something good is in the air. Oh, life is bigger than just one. Oh, but one can make a difference. Oh, reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Reach out and stand down, find out what it's all about now. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference. Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference.